Folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for the City of Toronto for week ending March 10th. My name is Santo Sessa with Remax Premier. Before I get into the charts though, I have seen a shift that is not shown on any of these charts. I've seen a shift in attitudes over the last few weeks with buyers, sellers, listing agents. Let me explain real quick. It seems more and more sellers and this is in combination with the listing agents. I've seen them pick list prices just out of the blue, or expectations of what the home is going to sell at just out of the blue. It makes no sense, no rhyme or reason. And I've seen buyers being frustrated with the whole process. The evidence of it is where on offer night, there's fewer situations where there's 20 and 30 offers on a property. I mean, they're still happening, but a lot less than before. And there's 4 or 5 offers on offer night now, a lot less than before. Now, 4 or 5 offers on an offer night is not a bad thing, and homes are still selling. But it's just not the gung-ho and let's jump in there on offer night and you know, it's okay, we're going to compete with 20 or 30 other people. That's happening less. So I've seen buyers getting frustrated. I've seen sellers just picking numbers out of the blue. And more evidence of this is that there's more and more properties not actually selling on offer night and getting relisted at a more traditional price where you put a price and can negotiate down. So I've seen that shift in attitudes, and at some point it's kind of going to come together and even out a little bit. So let's get right into what's happening in the City of Toronto. Okay, so I've got here, this, again, just for the City of Toronto. This has nothing to do with, well, none of these numbers include, say, Mississauga, Vaughan, Durham area. This is just the City of Toronto. This is for detached properties. Sales are up, and also, let me just remind everybody, this is broken down on a weekly basis. Sales are up. We did almost 300 sales last week. Average sold price is up, where the average detached home sold for $1,711,000. And every week it's going either up or down, but generally speaking, average sold price is way up. And on the board here I have close to about 8 months of weekly data, and over here we're sitting at 1.5, now we're here at 1.7. No matter how you look at this, price is up for average, well, price is up for every home type, but we're looking at detached now, we're way up. And the amount of detached homes that sold at $2 million or more is 68, which from the board I have up here is the best week that we've had. So average sold prices are up for detached homes quite a bit. Compared to last year, now the orange is this year, the blue average sold prices are last year. We're up 15% from where average sold prices were the same time last year for the same week period. Looking at sales, again, the blue is last year, the orange is this year. We're selling more at this time than what we sold last year. And of the 298 that were sold, 76% sold at list price or more. That's a lot, 76%. So of every 4 homes being sold, 3 are selling at list price or more. So there's lots of competition out there. Looking at listings, we're listing way more than what we listed this time last year. Now, this is probably the last week that I can do a legitimate comparison to what was happening last year. It was this time last year, or for the week after this, that we went into our first lockdown. So comparison to last year is not going to make any sense moving forward. But, you know, we're listing far more than what we listed last year at this time. Months of inventory. Months of inventory is sitting at 0.7. So there's less than a month of inventory. That really helps to understand why prices are staying up. And if we look at where months of inventory has been since end of January, I mean, we're less than a month of inventory. It's very scarce. If you've been in the field, if you've been looking to buy, you know how how tough it is to find property out there. And then if it's a good house, it's a house that you like, chances are you're not the only one, and there's a lot of competition on the different properties that are out there. Okay, let's look at semis. Months of inventory sitting at 0.4. The average semi last year sold, last week sold for $1,311,000. That's the average semi price. What do you expect when months of inventory are this low? Townhouses, well, we're sitting at 0.4 months of inventory, so less than half a month, and the average townhouse sold for $1,206,000. And as long as months of inventory stays here, prices are going to stay high. That's just, it's supply and demand. Months of inventory really keeps a track of supply and demand, and as long as you get that low, prices are going to stay high. Okay, looking at condos now. Now, we sold 478 condos last week. 32 of those sold at $1 million or more. And the average condo price came down. It's come down over the last couple of weeks, where now it's sitting at $687,000. So if we look at the last few weeks, 687, 738, condo prices have been, over the course of the beginning of this year, been going up and up. So now for a couple of weeks they've come down. I see the activity out there. I see the action. I'm talking to condo buyers. I'm talking to condo sellers. I believe we've missed the bottom when it comes to condo. It was probably in November, early December, where we hit bottom, and we're seeing a lot more activity and action when it comes to condos. So the condos are, and we don't even have the borders open yet. Our universities are not open. We don't have that influx of downtown renters right now because we're still in this health crisis. But when that turns around, you're going to see a lot of changes when it comes to condo prices. Compared to last year, we're 6% lower than we were last year at this time for condo prices. And remember, like I'm saying, this is probably the last week that we could legitimately compare to what was happening last year. So looking at sales, we sold 478, which is more than what we sold last year. Of those 478, 64% sold at list price or more. Looking at listings, there's a lot of condo listings going out. We listed 758 last week, which is more than what we were listing last year at the same time. And active listings has been coming down week after week. And when we look at months of inventory, we're looking at 0.7. And like I said in some of our other home types, as long as months of inventory stay this low, we can expect prices to stay high. Even if they've come down 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to continue to stay high, and if not, they should be actually going higher than where they are right now. You know, the condo market is really in its rebound phase right now. It's not shooting through the roof overnight, but it's in its rebound phase. Confidence is starting to pick up. The market in general, in all the different home types, we're starting to see people, the flippers coming back into the market, buying, renovating. The optimism is so strong. Interest rates, no matter what's happening, and slight variation in interest rates going up, the market is super strong. I hear people talking about, you know, bubbles and all sorts of things, and real estate is not going anywhere. And as long as Toronto continues to be the mega city that it is, and as long as Toronto continues to attract business and to attract population to live there, real estate isn't going anywhere. I expect prices to be going up. Now, there could be a year where prices come down, but we're not talking catastrophic changes. So in the long term, real estate is a great investment. Subscribe to the channel below. If you like what we're showing you here, subscribe, hit the bell button to be reminded. My name is Santo Sessa with Remax Premier. If I can help you with anything real estate wise, please give me a call. Have a great day.